Hey folks, I'm SimplyX, and welcome back to my Pokemon Sword almost entirely hardcore Nuzlocke, plus or minus some Pokedolls. Okay, so we just got our encounter. It was a Toxel. Happy about that. Kind of gaga for it. Let's heal up and resume by beating all these trainers, because I didn't get around to killing them. Oh, it's a model type. Okay. Those coats look similar to the psychic type trainers, I think in Gen 6? Okay, that's why they weren't using psychics before. I guess that makes sense. Right, I don't think this can hurt me, so... Oh, well, it can make me upset. Okay. There's no reason to do this. There's absolutely no reason to do this, but just for funsies. Oh. Okay, then. I'm going to stack up Dragon Dance until I'm faster than it, even with the paralysis, just because I'm pretty sure I can. That's when Rabombi revealed that it knew Power Gem. Critical hit. LeBlack has fainted. Okay, fine, I'll just beat you. Stupid Parahacks. Ruining my fun. Okay, so what comes next? Why do I feel like that knows Power Gem? No. Okay, well, we were just fine. Oh well. It's alright, though. Nevermore can get some time in. Oh, it did just carry us through an entire gym. Okay, so looking ahead. So we just got our encounter on this route, but once we go through that archway in the back, once we're out of this battle, that takes us on to Route 7? Forget the numbers. But that route's interesting because it's cut in half basically. There's two sections to it. There is a rocky half, and there is an icy half. And as you can imagine, the encounters in those two halves are different. So if I skip the encounter in the rocky area by just avoiding the exclamation grass, then I can guarantee myself an ice encounter, or I can just take the rock area encounter. And you know, I was looking ahead a little bit, so I was glancing at the encounters I can expect to get there. And in summary, the icy area ones aren't great. Pull the list back up here. So, in the icy area, I'm most likely to get Snom, the ice bug type. And now, you know, the Pokemon it evolves into, Frostmoth, it's kind of a cool design. I'm not the biggest detractor of it. You've ruined my setup. For this you shall die. Yeah, I like it as, like, a design, but for a Nuzlocke, and for this Nuzlocke, I'm just not... It's not helpful to me. Because... So, for one thing, it's a pretty frail bug type just in general. Most bug types tend to be. So, even just regular super effective attacks, or even non-super effective attacks, pose a threat to it. But its typing makes it more or less unusable here, because the next gym we're heading to is the Rock Gym, which would have a quad super effective against it, which is not ideal, and in fact Fire would as well, so looking deeper into the future when I fight Leon, not great, so it's just hard to use. And if I didn't get that, the next most likely one I'm likely to get is Sneasel, which I would like much better. It's still a quad weak to a common type, but it's less detrimental. But I don't know. I think I'd just as soon take the rocky area encounters, if for no other reason than I would probably get Sandaconda or ultimately Rhyperior, both of which are superior. Okay, so real quick, because the next level cap is 42, so I want to get any mon that I'm likely to use in the gym. I want to keep to 41 for now. I might need to actually go lower than that because I think this gym has more trainers, but I think I can shuffle around and be okay. So there's a chance I use Nevermore, so I'm just going to take him out of the rotation for now. Samario, you know what, I'm going to bring you. So I'm a little bit light on fighters, but these guys are all amazing, so I think it's just fine. So yeah, I'm just going to hope for one of the ground types off this next route, rather than fish for the ice types. Also, more Pekko would have been an interesting one to get. You know, I finally got an electric type with Gaga, one that I very much enjoy. It's one of my favorite mons in this gen, so I'm super psyched to have that until I get it killed to an earthquake I didn't expect. But more Pekko's kind of neat. Okay, anyway, let's go through and see what encounter we get. Haunter. Alright. Well, we can make up for losing Betty White, I guess. Can you even hurt Tank? Although, can Tank even hurt you? That's actually maybe the question I should have asked. I've done a number of Dynamax adventures, and I have learned from these that Haunter, little bit frail. So, Payback probably just kills it, right? I guess I have to go Bug Bite? Because I don't want to put in, like, Dugtrio here. Yeah, this is going to be hard to capture. I'm just going to try to throw balls for a bit and see what we can do there. It's not looking promising. I may just go to Duct and hope. Ah, but it's fine anyway. Okay. Alright, what famous dead person will I kill a second time this time? Alright, mark against our society. There's not many famous dead women who come to mind. Oh, nope, can't. No, that's the other thing. If you use, like, famous dead people, it does seem almost kind of, like, offensive, I realize. So, okay, you know, I'm gonna go a different tact here. Alright, okay, maybe this is still offensive, but I'm just gonna name it a thing that died, not necessarily the people. It's gonna be Titanic. This ghost cannot sink. Okay, well, moving along, let the looting begin. Leave me alone. Nope. Didn't want to kill you. Just remember that. I didn't want to kill you. I said that it's decently high level. Is LeBlack gonna be on the gym team? I feel like the answer has to be no, just because it's one of his only weaknesses that he was weak to rock. And are you learning Hydro Pump? You are, but no. You are a physical attacker, and I dig Waterfall. So yeah, I think this will be the first gym, basically since I got it, that LeBlack... Oh no, I think I even brought it to Milo's gym just to get it experience, didn't I? Or I'd like to know Tank as well. Because Tank can't really hit the rocks, meaning... Although he's got Payback. Okay, maybe Tank will see play. God, Greedent is so good. Anyone who would, like, get a Squovet or a Greedent encounter in a Nuzlocke and be like, oh man, this sucks, I can't believe I have to deal with this now, is just a fool and doesn't know how Pokemon works. You shouldn't trust their word on anything, really, if that's what they think. Like, it's so good. It's so good. Anyway, I know this looks stupid, but remember, I'm part flying, so the grass attacks won't hurt too bad. Bye-bye now. So if this whole YouTube thing ends up working out in any meaningful way, and I do more videos, particularly if I do more Nuzlocks, I may embrace the idea of just not allowing Gyarados. Like, this is just breaking the game. I guess it did come under threat a bit at the end of the battle where we lost Betty White. Just because Machamp hit so hard, but it's more to do with Dynamax being stupid than Gyarados. Oh, I think we can make Walter White not awful now. I think it's how Minccino evolves. Or say not terrible. Perhaps somewhat marginally less terrible. We'll see how that actually goes. Not optimistic, let me tell you. So, shiny! Oh. Hey, free money. Also, if you aren't sure that, like, using X items would be overpowered, just imagine if every Pokemon I had Swords Dance or Dragon Dance or something, and that's about the degree of insanity. Oh, that's actually useful, because that's Steel type, so I might be able to... Oh, if Tank can learn that. Yeah, just imagine if every Pokemon had setup moves like LeBlanc or Willow have. That's how stupid X moves are. Hey, look, there's a encounter I was sort of rooting for. There's also Drapion in this route. There was a low chance of getting it, but that would have been a fun one. Not necessarily for this next gym, but overall, Poison Dark's pretty good. Yeah, Crypto's not seeing battle in this gym. Crypto must be protected. Now that Cinderace is out, Crypto is the next one I'd most, for vengeance's sake, like to see reach the end. Obviously, LeBlanc is more important overall, but... I've actually gone back and rewatched the battle where I lost Betty White, and... I did not do it. The only thing that gives me pause is... The only way LeBlanc would have died in that battle is if the Machamp had gotten a crit. Because I don't think it did enough damage that it would have been able to kill outright. Although I say that based off of it using the normal move, and I don't know the base power of the dark move it was using, so maybe that's not even correct. But even so, like, if it's a choice between risking Gyarados or guaranteeing I lose... what ultimately would have been a Dusknoir, I think I still made the right call. I'm still deeply upset at what transpired, but I've made some degree of peace with it that I still believe I made the right play, and ultimately what I lost isn't as valuable as what I made sure that I kept. But I'm still really mad at that AI. I don't understand what happened there, even now. In case you can't tell, it upset me greatly. So we'll have a we'll have an opportunity to get this thing. Oh, even as to get this thing very near the end of the game. This I remember from my Shield Nuzlocke. The section of the wild area where you can encounter this thing is markedly higher than the others. I think that's where you can get like level 55 encounters. Although I think the whole wild area is scaled by that. Maybe I'm just talking nonsense. Whatever. At the time when we have access to this as an encounter, it will be difficult to do because of the levels that we'll be at. So probably I won't be making a real attempt to get this until we're prepping for the Elite Four, such as it is, or maybe even after we've dealt with Eternatus. It might be the last encounter trying to get that. We shall see. Yeah, I guess. It'd be very useful to have for that final battle. Oh, I say that. What would it really help for? I think Leon has Aegis Slash. Does he have Aegis Slash end the Ghost Dragon? Dragapult? I don't know. Maybe it's less useful than I think. I don't know. Still cool. Would love to have. Although, it's not a quad weak Pokemon, so maybe I can't use it. I didn't kill Gyarados. No, well, it's fine. He's not fighting this anyway. You know, Tricorn could possibly take this, but... Sorry, I'm debating because you know, Duct seems to be the right call because Flame Wheel will just erase this thing. I'm worried, but you know what? I think it's fine. There's almost no chance, even with a crit, this will one hit. So I think I can just do this and it's fine. It's probably a Nuzzle anyway. Oh, it zings out. I don't know how much that does. Okay, Flame Wheel will hopefully just kill. Okay, well, it's faster. It's annoying, but corrected as damage output, so we good, we good. Oh, well, that's just rude. Alright, let's correct that mistake real quick. Well, I always regret it when I say this. I think we have time for one more battle, which means it is now doomed to be the lengthiest, most... Oh, that might be fun. Soul-crushing battle of the episode. That's the unfortunate thing about not allowing myself to use overworld encounters, is that I can't get... Oh, okay, well... Just have to kill this. I can't use some of the fun Pokemon that you can get, so like... There's a Steelix in the wild area. I'd love to use Steelix. There's the Phalanx right here. I'm saturated on fighting types, but Phalanx is cool, and I've never really gotten to use one all that much. But... Oh well. Huh, you lived. I didn't authorize that. Oh, okay, well. End it in style. This thing is almost certainly on the team for the gym. Thrash. Not a fan, but what are your other moves right now? Well, you don't have rest yet, but okay, I'll keep this for now. I dislike moves that lock me in. Like, not the biggest fan of Rollout, not the biggest fan of Outrage. So, let's see here. Okay, so that's the 20-minute mark. So I will go ahead and just call this an episode here. Next time we will resume our journey through this route and end up in the next town ahead of my next grinding session. Anyway, go ahead, drop a like, drop a subscribe, drop a comment if you're feeling it. Either way, I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, later, everybody.